Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Rutherford Roamings, and welcome to our first faith session of 2021. I just wanted to introduce myself again, in case anyone had not been to our channel yet. My name is Angie, and my husband's name is David, and we are the Rutherfords. And our channel is about our Alaskan adventures, roaming around Alaska, the U.S., and hopefully someday the world. And we have a tiny dry cabin in Alaska that we live in, and we have a lot of videos about that. And on Fridays I bring you a faith session, just a little bit of things I believe, words from that I believe, that God is speaking to me, things that I'm learning and I'm growing, and just here to inspire others as they grow also in their faith. And if you watch our channel this year, we are also embarking on a keto journey, and my husband and I are sharing that on our channel, usually on Mondays. So that is also going along with our growth in our faith this year, being disciplined and eating properly, just being disciplined in that aspect. So today I just wanted to tell you again that last year I read through the daily guidepost devotions, and this year so far I'm doing the same. I really like the daily guidepost because there are different authors every day, and I find that encouraging and inspiring because you get a fresh perspective, a fresh way of thinking each day. Some people want the same author, on the same wavelength, same thoughts, from the same person every day, and that's perfectly fine. I just like to mix it up, get other people's opinions, just a bit of variation. So today's daily guidepost devotion was, I don't read it, obviously that would be a copyright out of the book, but I'll just summarize. It was about a woman who would go for walks and would always meet this elderly man along the road. He was walking his dog, and they would always say hi and whatever. And when the grandkids would go with her, they would be all excited and they would pet the puppy and all those things. And this elderly man had gotten really sick, and then eventually he became bedridden, and she just noticed that he wasn't walking his dog anymore, and she didn't know what she could do to help. She felt like she should help, but she didn't know what she could do to help. And God brought to her mind, maybe you could go and ask him if he would like you to walk his dog for him. And of course, he would never ask, but he was very appreciative. And then one day he had just put a simple flower into a flower pot and got a balloon and gave it to her as a thank you, just for doing that simple, walking his dog, which she really enjoyed, and the grandkids enjoyed when they were with her walking the dog too. And that devotion was written by Carol Knapp. And so the verse that went along with that was 1 Corinthians 10:24, and that says, "Let no one seek his own good, but that of his neighbor." Or in the NIV, it says, the goodness of others. So it just brought to my mind a few other verses. Mark 10:45, where where it says Jesus did not come to be served, but to serve. And then Mark 10:44, whoever wants to be first among you must be slave of all. And Micah 6:8, he will show you what is good, and what does he require of us? to act justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with him. And then again, Galatians 6:2, carry each other's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ. And then there's just, I wrote quite a few more verses, but just doing good for others. Sometimes we forget, we just, in our busy lives, we have work, we have kids, we have homes, we have husbands, we have, all the things, and we forget that we should not only be caring for ourselves, but we should be caring for others, our neighbors, those that we come in contact with throughout our day. And we should be thinking of their needs and their wants and making sure that we are caring for others. And in my quiet time of just kind of meditating on that word and seeing kind of how it applies in my life, and I just allow God to bring to my mind, whatever he wants to tell me or teach me for the day. And so this is what I believe that, he told me today for me, personally, and that I can share with you. And just thinking about, our own way of life right now, things are confusing. We have the virus, the pandemic. We're sometimes scared, confused. We're not exactly sure if we should be kind to others, if we should go to others' homes, if we should, stop and ask someone if they need help. It's a very confusing time. And then we've had a lot of, political unrest, and we're not even sure what side to be on. Should we be on a side? Should we, will our neighbors be offended if they know we're from, a different political party, or, just a lot of uncertainties of how we should react and how we should act with other people. And so I think that what I believe God told me today puts all those questions to rest. And he told me, I believe, I'm not going to say, per se, these are his words, because this is not the Bible. This is just how I feel that he spoke to me today. It says, no matter how the world changes, I remain the same. My love stays complete. My promise is still true. My will, my strength, my sovereign control is still intact. I honor my every word, and my truth stands to the end. Love one another as I have loved you. Be true in your word and faithful in heart. Stand firm in spirit and know full well, I, the Lord, am with you always. So I kind of put to rest all those questions. He's with us. His promises stand firm. If we know our neighbor's down, sick, they have kids, there's things you can do without entering their home. You can make a meal, you can make cookies, you can put it on their doorstep, ring their bell and go. You can pay for someone's gas behind you in line. You can pay for someone's coffee in line behind you. You can go buy a meal for someone and just drop it at their door. You can just text someone, call someone, cheer someone up. These things, they aren't that hard. And I think a lot of times we're forgetting, we're just taking care of those within our walls, our own families. And there are others out there that don't have families. They don't even have a home. And we're there as Christians. We're here to take care of them. And when we're afraid to help them out, we're not serving them well, and we're not doing God's will. We're not, he's going to stay the same no matter what. So his mission for me is to look for the needs of others and do what I can. And if I see a need and I don't know what to do for that person, just ask God. Sit and listen. He will let you know what you could do because he wants you to help, and he loves everyone, and we're here to do his work on earth, and he will let us know what we can do, and we will be surprised of the things that he comes up with that we couldn't think of. And we will be rewarded, of course. The rewards don't really matter. You get a reward when you do something for someone. It's just, you get a feeling, you get blessed, you get peace. It's you don't need money, you don't need physical things to be rewarded with. You just get a really good feeling. And so what I'm thinking, again, what God is saying is, no matter how the world changes out there, no matter what comes along, he's still in control, and he's not going to change. Nothing about him will change. His love won't change. His promises he's written in the Bible don't change. His word doesn't change. What he says is going to happen is going to happen. He's not going to change that. So, he just wants us to continue doing good. He wants us to continue on our mission of serving others and not worry about what the rest of the world is doing. Know what we believe, stand firm, and carry on. So I'm just going to leave you with that today, and so glad to be here in 2021, and I'm glad and happy that you all joined me, and I will see you again next Friday. Thank you again. Bye-bye.